get started.
Yeah, man. Yeah. There we go. Before we even get started, I think it's only right that we send Keith and everybody our love. Um, you know all the details and everything like that, or no? I don't know
What?
if you want it for for baby girl for past.
Um, so I mean, I guess I could just speak on the like just going to the wake.
Mm.
Like that was it was a surreal experience. Like it was almost like an out of body experience because that's something you would never wish upon any parent to have to experience. Like any family. I'm sorry. Let me choose my words a bit more carefully. Um, you just would never wish for a family to experience what they're currently going through
Hmm.
and will be going through for a very long time.
And have been going through for the past couple of
And
months.
for those who don't know, one of our friends, childhood friends growing up, lost his daughter um, recently to a battle of cancer, and today was the wake, and tomorrow will be the funeral service. And for like I was saying, at the wake today, there was a lot of love and support. People from all over came to show their respects, to show their love, and to support Keith and his family. And that that was a beautiful thing. And the toughest part about moments like this is just accepting that she's at peace now and and being happy that she's at peace and in a way putting our emotions to the side of wanting her to be here even though she was going through what she was going through because they do love her. um but God doesn't make mistakes. As much as we may question some decisions, at least for me, that was my takeaway is, knowing that she's at peace and she's closer and she's in the hands of God, that brought me a sense of comfort.
Mm.
Seeing all the tears and people having to hold each other up and like people walking in and out just because they couldn't take what they were seeing, and rightfully so because this is a girl. I believe she was probably only like 11 or 10.
Yeah.
So she didn't even
And let me see.
like she wasn't here for long. Like 10 years is not a long time. 11 years is not a long time. And but like to see her the dance team there, to see friends there, family speak, it was they did it the right way. But it's just super unfortunate to see people go through that. But like I said in the beginning, accepting that she's at peace and being happy for her that she doesn't have to suffer anymore is for me the best way to help process this. But our hearts and condolences and our prayers and our love all are extended to Keith and the family. And if there's anything that we can do to help you through this process, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Um, it's not easy to ask for help.
Hmm.
It's not easy to say you need somebody to talk to. Um, it's not easy to lean on somebody, especially in our communities. A lot of us don't say we need help, or a lot of us, play it off like we okay. We don't need to talk. I'm good. You know how that go. Like you ask somebody, "Yo, what's good? How you doing?" "I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight." Maintaining, and people don't be maintaining, and they don't be straight, and that's okay. But we just want to let you know that we are here if you need someone to lean on. We are here if you need help, and like I said before, our thoughts, prayers, love, and respects go to everyone in the family, and I think it'll just be right if we just had a moment of silence for Mackenzie. Thank you, thank you. And
Hey man, and to everybody out there that know Keith, man, at this point in time, he's gonna need everybody to just tell him that he's gonna be all right and push him through this because it's tough. I mean, I can't even imagine what he's going through. To lose like a child is devastating. To lose anybody's devastating, but your only child is crazy. But how long is a moment of silence supposed to last?
I don't know.
Didn't we ask this before?
There's no fucking way, bro.
What, like a minute?
Stop it.
How long? Like how long do they do that for?
It's too strong.
What? No, I'm being dead serious. Like, how long is it supposed to? Like, what is the correct?
What is the
answer?
appropriate time for
Yeah.
a moment of silence?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you want.
As long as you want.
I mean,
I'll put it like this: there's no inappropriate time.
As long as it's done.
Yeah.
Okay. I always wondered that. I never know how long they.
Usually, the moment of silence, you recite a prayer in your head, and that's the moment of silence. When the prayer's done, that would be the moment of silence.
are we supposed to pray?
Yeah, so it's a moment of silence. It's a prayer.
I'll just be quiet.
Word.
Bird, me too. I didn't know that.
Well, I reflect.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But that too.
Reflect.
Yeah, reflecting and thinking and just that. But what if your prayer is longer than mine?
Well, I'll start speaking when mine is done.
Okay, then the moment of silence is over.
Yeah, you pick your head up once your prayer's done, or whenever you finish doing what you're going through memory lane.
That shit's tough, man. Yeah, but
The moment of silence could last. Some people, moment of silence could last for a couple hours. Like you want to be left
still
alone.
want to be in that presence.
You can be left alone.
Okay. It's gonna be hard to like just try to transition out of that. But what's up, guys? How y'all doing, man? Everybody good?
I'm good. Had a good Thanksgiving. Ate a lot of food.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, this is our Thanksgiving episode. This is the one after Thanksgiving. Damn, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, tomorrow's December 1st.
Word. How was everybody's Thanksgiving, man? How was your Thanksgiving, Kev?
I was just talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. How was that? I didn't realize that it was
I was just talking about you coming up.
I said you called me, but I'm like, wait, was it Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. I drove out to Philadelphia, visit some family and everything. Good food, good laughs, music, and just got to catch up, and do like a yearly recap, basically of what we've done within the year and stuff like that. So, and what we have in store for 2024. And then my older cousin just randomly he got drunk and just started bringing up politics. And I was like, I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here because he's very liberal, and I already knew where that was going.
He randomly did it, or
He
was
randomly
there
did
and
it. Cause
then
he randomly did it because they were talking about they were talking about something, and then he just said, "Yo, Mexico didn't pay for the wall." So I said, "Well, it seems like now you guys want to make a wall now because you know the walls work," and then it became a whole thing. I was like, "I don't want to talk about this no more." So, but everybody laughed because they already knew like we was gonna go head to head, and I always win the debates against them. So, but anyway, how was yours?
Manuel, how was yours, man?
Man, it was It's just in the crib.
Chill.
My girl, her mom, her cousin. She was playing games and shit.
Oh, okay, all right, that's good.
How was yours?
Mine, I don't really feel. I think I've been saying it for the past like couple of years that holidays don't even feel like holidays anymore. I don't know if it's because like
That's because of you, Scrooge.
probably what?
I said that's because of you, Scrooge.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Nah, it just doesn't feel the same. It's like we could go sit down and have a dinner any day. So I don't do Thanksgiving on Thursday. I went to my aunt's house to have Thanksgiving, but it's not. I don't do it until I get my kids. So we did it on Saturday, and then I just chilled. It was cool. Wasn't nothing. It was just us having a dinner and just chopping it up like we could do on any other Sunday. But the week was long. That's what I said. The week was long. I think that week. I think the week before that, Leah had like 6 games, and then leading into there, I had to get my son to go to ready to go to Boston and stuff like that. So it was a long week for me. It's been a long like couple of weeks trying to get everything straight. But yeah, that's it. Like I don't know. What about you, man?
Thanksgiving was fine. Went to Middletown, girl side of the family. Did a photo shoot out there, so that was pretty cool. She has a little cousin that's like 18, just started college, so they get into that. Now she's in her bag, left home, all that other stuff. So
Mm.
shout out to her. She's doing her thing. Black girls rock. And other than that, just still coaching. Coaching that's been a lot. Oh, shout out to Baller. Baller just had a baby.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to you, my brother. Just had a baby, baby boy, healthy baby boy.
Baller the greatest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, he had the greatest baby.
Hey.
greatest baby. That's the one right there. So shout out to Baller for that. What else? Coaching, trying to get these kids on track, man. It's not easy. I thought it would be easy being not. I didn't think it would be easy being a coach, but I didn't think it would be like this being a coach.
You can't hit him?
Like capital punishment?
Type shit.
Nah, boy, you going to jail.
You can't get parental consent?
I mean,
If they want athletes.
right. I mean, that's not far fetched at all. I just don't know how you would present that to a
Yo,
parent.
can I beat your son up?
No, I don't think that's the way.
You
to
want
do
a fucking... You want an athlete that's going to get a max contract, or you want to stay in the projects, nigga? Pick your choice.
it. Yeah.
$1 million? I bet. Let me hit your kid.
Right. I think that's the way you could probably angle it. But yeah, like we had a real talk today, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but one of the key points that was brought up was the fact that they felt like they were being held to a very high standard and it was unfair.
The kids?
Yeah, because what me because me and Ball are both the coaches, so our standards are not easy for them, right? So our standards are a little bit higher than some of the other teams. For example, I think the other teams have to have a 2.3 GPA. Ours is a 2.7, and we don't have to get into the reasoning and stuff like that. But today during our discussion, we were talking about expectations and standards and how they felt it was unfair because teachers were picking on them. Like they would be like, oh, like they were saying like every little thing they feel like teachers say, oh, I'm gonna tell your coach, I'm gonna tell your coach, I'm gonna tell your coach. And I'm like, what y'all not understanding is we preparing you for when you get pulled over for no reason. Or you having an interaction with a cop and you think just because you said the right thing that nothing can happen to you. Like this is the unfairness in society that we're trying to prepare you for and that we want you to understand. Like our standards are higher because your standards need to be higher for yourself because your competition may not have to work as hard as you to get to what you want to get. And you need to start understanding that. Because the way this world is structured, for people that look like you, you're going to have to work 10 times harder to get to where some of your competition is trying to get to. So that's what we're preparing you for. So now when you feel like you're being treated unfairly, understand that that's how the world is going to feel sometimes too.
True.
You're going to have all the qualifications when you apply for a job and not get it. That's what we're preparing you for.
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to work for a boss who don't want to give you what you deserve. That's what we're preparing you for. That's what we're preparing you for life. We're not preparing you for just winning basketball games. And all I could do is hope that they understood what we were saying, but
It's kind of hard because I don't think they understand. Because it's like I was having this same conversation with people about even the girls' basketball or the volleyball and all that stuff. And I was like, yo, like they got upset that I was like, nah, that's not good enough. They're like, oh yeah, we can't talk to these kids like that. And I'm like, why not? Y'all did it to us. Like, yeah. If I messed up in the game, y'all told me I messed up.
I mean, but we got to be careful with that mentality too, because just because that's how we was brought up, that doesn't mean that's what's best for them. That's
No,
like
I agree.
That's
No,
like
no.
somebody saying like, oh, like we was brought up having slaves in our house.
Yeah, no, I agree
Therefore,
that, but
we
what
should
I'm
continue.
saying is, I just feel like they can't take constructive criticism at this point in time. it's hard for them to take that. They feel like they picking on them, or I'm doing it, but they don't even try. A lot of them don't want to try hard.
A lot of people don't want to take constructive
Exactly,
criticism
and
right now,
it really
so.
sucks. I'm just not about the kids. It's about society at this point in time where you can't say anything right and you can't say anything wrong, or if you say anything that you stay scared to tell anybody anything.
But you know what it is that we're living in a world of hate. So a world of hate, constructive criticism sounds like that you're actually hating the fact that on their you're hating on their path. So it's just as you get older, that's how people start to see it too.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
do either or, to be honest.
Huh?
So
I say you can't praise a nigga or can give criticism. You praise niggas gonna be you dick sucking. You give criticism, niggas gonna be like you hating.
I
No,
mean,
that- no,
but
that's
true.
but,
But-
yeah, that's
Like
what
the
I'm
world
saying.
we live in nowadays, I feel like niggas want niggas to just let niggas be.
but to that point though, and this is what I'm trying to get the kids to understand, you can do those things. You can criticize and you can take constructive criticism. Stop caring what people think.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we have this discussion in class all the time where it'll be a kid, for example, like we'll read, there's a teacher that writes articles about the games and stuff like that. And he'll like give certain kids like the spotlight, like, oh, this kid scored 15 points in the article, whatever. And then when we read them out loud in the class, and some kids are like happy and cheering for him, other kids will make like these sounds like, oh, why you riding them and shit like that. And I'm like, yo, don't do that. At the end of the day, nah, support them.
Nah, yeah, that's some young niggas.
Support
bro.
them
That shit is
because
corny.
you fucking support Steph Curry, and Steph Curry don't give. Let me not say that.
He
You
don't.
support
No, he
professional
don't.
athletes.
He don't because he don't know you.
No,
Yeah.
well, but
Like,
but he does.
realistically.
But you in particular, yes. But Steph, I think, does care about kids.
No,
Right,
I'm
that's
not
why I
saying
didn't want it to
that.
be
I'm saying, like,
misconstrued.
individually. Like, for example, I can say I love the world. However, that doesn't mean I give a fuck about each individual person because
True.
I don't know each individual. I love everybody. I wish everybody the best. I wish everybody health. But when it comes to an interaction with each individual person, I'm not going to treat you like I treat a nigga I know.
Right.
Like, that's the only
Absolutely.
difference.
No. And you're right. That's what I meant, but I feel like it was coming out the wrong way. So that's why I stopped and tried to catch myself. But yeah, and we have to have those conversations consistently because like they're quicker to bash each other down than to build each other up, and then they wonder why they have the toxic culture that they have, where they can't trust nobody, they don't have a lot of friends, you don't really see kids in like cliques and groups like that no more like they used to. Like it's almost like on some every man for himself type shit, and that's because people feel like they can't support each other.
Crazy thing is, even on basketball teams, shit like that, they still every man for themselves. A lot of them don't even chill with each other no more.
That too.
They don't go and play ball with each other or do anything. They just go home and or do whatever the hell they do. It's-
Like from when my friends played basketball, I'll use Zay for an example. If I'm at a game and Zay's playing basketball, I'm cheering him on. That's my friend. And there's nothing wrong with that. And if he's in the paper, I'm posting that on my page because that's my friend. Like I can't even if it's somebody I'm not even close with, but I'm cool with.
I posted.
I'm posting that. I'm talking about that. I'm telling people to read that because I know that person and I'm cool with them, especially if they're my friend. But these kids is different. I don't understand that logic. I don't understand it. I can't relate to it. But I try to understand, but they can't even explain why they are the way they are. Like when you ask them, like, yo, why you think that way? Why you feel like you can't support somebody that's in the same school as you or somebody that you cool with that may not be your best friend? They can't even explain it. And at 14, 15, 16 years old, I can understand that you probably can't process that. And more than likely, you're probably just being a follower. But that's the problem in and of itself, is that you're comfortable being a follower, being in the trend. Nobody wants to forge their own path. I be having to tell kids all the time, it's okay to be smart. There's nothing wrong with being smart. But because y'all just make fun of the kids that are smart, that got good
They
grades,
don't want to be smart.
y'all deterring kids from trying to be smart.
They said
But
they
then-
trying to act white. That's what
Right,
they say, yeah,
exactly.
That's crazy.
That's insane. When it was probably people that look like you that created mathematics. So that's the type of stuff that I'll deal with in school on a day-to-day basis, which makes teaching worth it because you can help kids think through those learned behaviors and learned thoughts, because a lot of them don't really think like that when they really start thinking for themselves. They only think that way because they're comfortable being sheep in the school and not being their own beast, their own animal. Or this is probably a terrible analogy, but you get the point.
So what the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant?
Like, right,
So you call my kid an animal?
right,
See your podcast, Mr. Ennis.
right. Like, just be your own person. It's okay to be your own person. That's my whole thing.
Not even with sports though, in general too, because you see a lot of kids codependent on kids for no reason.
It's just sad because nobody wants to be their own person. And there's a lot of adults like it too. Like, don't get it twisted. It's not just the
Yeah.
kids. But I'm just speaking in the population where I spend the most time with, which is
Kids.
amongst the kids, because I work at the school and in the community center. That's what I see all day, every day. And then after that, it's just blatant disrespect towards each other. Like, I can't play with the SMD, or I hope, like, the way they be disrespecting each other just on some like we're playing kind of thing.
It's crazy.
I can't relate to that.
I swear to, I told you I was in my daughter's room and I hear play like no more than like 11, 10 years old outside right in the back
Mhm.
chilling. He was like, "Yo, words on my dad. If you don't do that," and he just violated him. Say, "Nigga, your dad gonna be forever dead." Cause I'm not lying. I'm like, "Yo, what?"
They take it
Yo,
there, yo.
I was like, and I'm listening out the
Fucking
window.
kids.
I'm like, "Yo, they wildin'." Like, nah, like.
Nah, your dad gonna be forever. That is crazy.
Yo, he was like, "Yo, if words on my dad," he's like, "Yo," and he was like, I think he said, "Fuck your dad. Your dad's gonna be," and they just did arguing with each other. I'm like, "Yo,
That
y'all
shit's
be
wild. That's
y'all
wild.
be wild," and
Nah,
like,
that's dummy funny though.
yo,
Nah, I will say, I do think these niggas. I don't know about y'all, cause y'all maybe JT, but JT said he can't relate. But I do think these niggas are like us when, like, niggas my age were in school. However, like, they're more extreme. Like, OD. Like, these Gen Z niggas are way more extreme than us. Like, I say younger millennials and Gen Z are damn near the same thing. However, younger millennials have more like real life experience in terms of no internet. And so that's
Yes.
the difference. Like, we're the same because we grew up on the internet, but we also grew up outside.
Mhm.
Like, these
Yes.
niggas don't grow up outside.
So
I've-
like
I've-
they created a whole new generation for the ones that's closest to the millennials. I think they're calling Zillennials now.
Yeah, it's like Gen Z slash
Yeah.
millennial.
what is that?
Yeah.
That's
What-
technically like what I am. I'm like
Right.
a millennial because like,
You-
yeah, I grew up outside with no internet, but I also grew up literally like my teenage years on the internet too. So, it's
So
like,
yeah, you go like you grew up with the Gen Zs, but you still have a millennial type of mentality. So it's like a millennial. Like the ones, I think they started at 96 or 95, something like that. I think it was like 97, right? 97, 98.
I don't know,
Anybody?
I've been seeing different shit. Like I've seen 94, I've seen 95, 96.
Because no, 95, 96 still millennial. They're still millennial.
What are we?
Huh?
What are we?
Millennials.
We millennials?
I don't know.
Millennials span-
Millennials 81 to 90, 81 to 96, something like that.
Yeah. So probably anything from what, like 91 up would be like that mesh.
Yeah, like
So what's now?
from 96, they
Now
they
it's
consider
alpha.
they're considering the Gen Zs,
Like the kids now are
the,
alpha.
the Gen Zs that I think that Gen Z starts in 97. So from 97 to 2001, they're considering them Zillennials, like because they still have like something like the millennials, but they're in Gen Z.
But all right. So to the manual's point, right, that we're similar. I think we're similar, but I still felt like millennials found ways to have their own uniqueness within the trends. So what do I mean by that? So for example, if you think of like the coats that we would wear, you had Pels, you had Merms. People had those, like those were the trends, but everybody wore their coats differently. Some niggas had the Pel with the scarf. Some niggas had the Merm with the hood on, with the face covering. Some niggas took their hood off. Everybody wore their shit differently. These kids, everybody wears the poo shiesty the same way.
Yeah.
The same, they all look exactly the same.
They got the hair
Nike
the
Tech,
same.
poo shiesty, long hair,
The twisties. The
that
twisty
twisties,
heads.
and that's it. They all. Another
Fuck you
example.
look at me for,
That's fucked up,
motherfucker.
Cause you just
Nah,
had
nah,
to
nah,
say.
nah, nah, nah. I'm gonna let it be known. This is the last time. Kev, hold on. This is the last time Kev gonna look at my dreads on some shit. I'm tired of you, my nigga. Tired of it. Don't fucking say the twisties and then turn and look at me. Does this shit look twisted, nigga?
I don't know why
It's
you asking that.
locked, nigga. It ain't no fucking twist.
I think you might have confused him with your question.
He is confused because motherfucker don't know the difference. Clearly, because he looked at me.
So, like I was saying, another example would be.
Say
Look
the
at-
fucking twist, nigga.
Oh, you were really offended.
This is braided. I take it out, it's locked.
Yo.
It looks like twist to me.
Nah, motherfucker.
Yo, what was
Told
the
you.
first thing he said? Remember the first
Yeah,
thing
he
he
called me Medusa.
Nah, Medusa's crazy.
Fucking motherfucker.
Oh yeah, we did have a whole segment about how. I'm not even gonna say it. We did have a segment about this.
First of all, Medusa's a bitch. All right, let me chill.
Oh, man, that was funny.
So even with like social media, right? If you go to the typical Gen Zers profile, they have no pictures.
What,
All the
like,
same shit. Most of them don't have pictures. I don't know.
Or it's
That's the
like
trend.
It's anime profile pictures or it's NBA Youngboy.
Right. So it's like, and then like if you go to their Instagrams, they have no pictures, and they're
They want to be mysterious. Like
Right.
that's the trend that's the trend of Gen Z, just being mysterious.
right. But then with us, we all had MySpace, but everybody's page was different and unique to their personality. I feel like
Yeah,
like,
because remember, we could have personalized our shit.
that's what I'm saying. But you can personalize your Instagram pages and your TikTok pages, but they don't do that. They all have the same type of profiles. And I feel like that's just a small microcosm of what Gen Z is. They just are just all, I don't want to say followers, but they all just stay within the trend for the most part.
NPCs?
Nah, that's crazy. NPCs? I guess.
I mean, the description, that's what it sounds like. They all work within the same parameters.
Yeah, okay. All right.
It's not disrespect, but it's like, it is what it is.
That's fair.
We need more Neos and less Agent Smiths.
Yes. They wouldn't even catch that.
Yeah, nah, they would be like,
They wouldn't even
who's
catch
that?
They wouldn't even catch that.
Who?
Nah, they played it.
Nah,
Nah, I
that
don't
shit
think
that
Neo was in
no,
Fortnite, actually. Never mind.
Neo?
I don't think so.
Dude, the shit that we put in one of the chats, it was like they asking these young kids like what these questions, and you're like, this is the shit I deal with all the time.
Yo, I don't even want
I
to
don't-
give like matter of fact, I'll give a shameless plug. So there's this Instagram channel, and it's
Do you
if
have
you
it?
go, I know what it's called vaguely. Yeah, this guy. So it's Veli, VEL with a bunch of eyes. I don't even know how many eyes is in it, but basically he had some like content. He does content where he does like interviews, like street interviews.
Oh, is it just basic questions?
Basic
Yeah, but he be
questions.
asking
I've been
the
seeing
kids?
YouTube videos of that shit. Like how many months, how many states, what
but-
continent, how many continents,
Right.
how many countries are on North America, like, and
Right.
niggas don't know nothing.
Nah,
Don't know, bro.
How many moons does Earth have? And niggas be
It's
niggas be like
crazy.
2,
But
five.
the saddest part is they laugh about the shit. Like being dumb is cool. I don't understand that. I don't understand how like they really think being dumb is cool. I can't comprehend that. Like, and that's not to say you have to be in books.
But you
Not
gotta
everybody.
know something.
It's like I don't understand how you get past middle school and just not know some of the stuff that he was asking.
Do you
the
think
No
that-
Child Left Behind Act? That's how you do it.
They just push in the next grade, yeah.
The No Child Left Behind.
Matter of
Act.
fact, let me find one of these
That's
questions.
Exactly
One of
how
them-
you do it.
Let me find one of these
The-
questions.
let me see which one that one is.
Promoting niggas that should not be promoted.
famous for?
Does anybody know?
What
the
is
question?
Benjamin Franklin
What
famous
is Benjamin
The
Franklin
light-
famous
the light-
for?
Electricity, the light bulb.
All right, so this is what he said.
Being on a $100 bill. Just like how George Washington is on the
Being on a
$1
$100
bill.
bill.
That means George
100
Washington
president.
was the first president and Benjamin Franklin was the 100 president.
There's no fucking way, bro.
Wait. I wait. You
You said
This
Benjamin
nigga think
Franklin was the
nigga was president for a year.
The 100. He on the $100 Benji, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So you're saying he was the 100th president?
Bro, yes, bro. Why is niggas looking at me like I'm stupid, bro? I'm dead ass.
Yo, they
bro.
be,
This shit
but
is
they
like,
be dead serious.
the fuck?
I ain't
Bro,
gonna
the
lie.
government is trying to trick y'all, bro. How the fuck is it 46 presidents? And bro, it's been presidents since fucking 1700s. Like, bro, that's way before fucking Christ. Like,
No, there's no way, bro. There's no fuck. No, there's no
About to
fuck.
ask
bro,
me.
Benjamin Franklin is the 100th president, bro. I'm merchant.
Posted that in the group.
No, wait, nah. Are you like dead ass serious? Like fuck the video. Like you being dead ass right now? Just say wallahi, bro.
Bro, to Wallahi, bro.
Nah, this nigga is whack.
That's yo.
He was dead serious. He thought Benjamin Franklin was
Nah.
the 100th president
Nah,
of the
we're
United
cooked,
States.
As
Yeah.
a race, we're cooked.
yeah, it's a
Why
lot.
you saying, yeah, mind your business. As a race, we're cooked. As a race, we're cooked.
Yes.
As a race, we are fucking
It-
cooked.
it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It is not looking good. Like a
It
lot
could
of
be the
these,
same person all the time, though.
right? Because they all wear poo shiesty.
Yeah, like we don't even
So-
know if it's,
No,
if
I
it's
be seeing
scripted.
videos with niggas' faces and they be dumb too. And then that will be not as a race, but as minorities.
Right.
So, like, as a race and as minorities, we're cooked.
Yes. Yes.
It's insane.
Yeah, man. So that's the stuff I got to deal with at work.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was smoking in my hallway one time, and if y'all ever see this, I apologize, but y'all niggas was wildin'. It was some hood niggas upstairs just arguing that nobody's ever been to the top of Mount Everest. Nigga was like, nah, my nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. Nobody ever been to the top of Mount Everest, nigga. If you go up there, you gonna die. And I'm like, so why we got flags up there? Like, what the fuck you mean, bro?
Yo.
Like, you can literally Google and in a minute debunk what the fuck you just said.
Nah,
But
that's
that
crazy.
nigga was yelling with his heart. And I'm like, I was sitting there smoking like,
Are they
I'm
serious?
smoking, they smoking, but they smoking some other shit that I'm not smoking because we're cooked, bro. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Like,
It's over
niggas
for
can't
this
make it to the
generation,
top.
bro.
You can't make it to the top of Mount Everest, bro. You can't. Don't even think about it. Get that shit out your head. You can't do it.
Never. We're not going to even use Google.com.
Nah,
Nah,
fuck it.
not at all.
Nah, because we got this. That's what we got.
That's wild.
We got that. Oh man. All right. So that was good banter. Let's put 15 minutes on the clock. We're gonna go through 3 topics. Then we're gonna call it. So hopefully you can stay with us for these 3 topics. We're gonna do 3 15-minute topics, and then if there's anything that y'all want us to discuss, then let us know in the comments. But we're only doing 3 topics today. So I know one of them was we was talking about Puff.
Oh, Josh Giddey.
NBA's other premier thug.
So does anybody know the background?
So the background is apparently some post went viral on social media. It was showing Oklahoma City player Josh Giddey with allegedly a 15-year-old girl. And some of the photos were, you know, him behind her with his arms wrapped around her. It was like Snapchats and things like that. It was one video she posted talking about I just fucked Josh Giddey. It was a video with her in it talking about we're about to hit the club or hit the bar, and then
They
you know,
was
we're
in the
gonna go
club,
back
too.
to we're gonna go back to my place.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a bunch of evidence showing like Josh Giddey, who is I believe 19 or 20 years old.
He's 21 now. He
21?
just turned 20.
He's
He
21?
just turned
All right.
21.
He's 21 years old. He was in allegedly a relationship with a 15-year-old girl.
Well, they said that she was a junior, so it's like 16.
Well, when the
17.
information first came out, niggas was saying she was 15.
No, it said
Since I-
junior, but people said 15-year-old.
I mean, I don't know.
Like
I
the
don't know if
first-
she's from Australia. I don't know if they shit's different.
No,
because
he's from Australia,
Yeah,
and-
she might be too. I don't know. I
and
don't know
What
where
if,
she's
he
what
from.
if she
plays-
just became a junior? Because if she just became a junior, that means she could be 15 turning 16.
That could be okay.
That could be too. But in Oklahoma City, legal age of consent is
Is
what?
she from OKC though?
I think that's where they live.
Okay, just because he plays for that team and he lives there, that doesn't mean the girl.
I think she's from there too.
Oh, okay. So,
That's what I But
Because I didn't know exactly where the chick from. She could have been from Australia. Like, you feel me? I didn't
But
know.
even in Australia, the age of consent is what, like 15?
No, it's 16.
16.
It's 16 in Australia and it's 16 in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Allegedly online, the first information that came out said she was 15. So that is not the legal age of consent. So that's just the whole situation with that. What I think about it, me personally, if she's 15, he's cooked deservedly so. If she's 16, I still think it's a little nasty, but it's legal. So I can't say he, should be in jail. That's the legal age of consent. However, I think it's still a little disgusting. You being an NBA player, you could get any bitch you want, and you out here fucking with 16-year-olds. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I also saw the fact that they was in I think over 21-year-old club together.
Yeah.
Like so, and somebody else recorded it because it was Josh Giddey. And then I did see the I just fucked Josh Giddey shit. Seen a lot of stuff like that about it, but it's kind of hard because we don't even know if she told him that she was in a club drinking. So allegedly.
Yeah, but if that let's say
Allegedly.
let's say that is his girl, he's an NBA player. It ain't shit to get her in the club.
That's true.
Realistically.
That's true.
You'd be like, yeah, she 18, but or whatever.
That's true. That's true.
You like you got a little bit of status when
you have that kind of clout.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that is the case.
Yeah, we
I'm
have
just
no
saying
idea.
hypothetically, you never know. Like, you feel
The
me?
only thing I really think that nothing's gonna happen to him because he's still playing.
Yeah, that shit is wild to me.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of figured out that either there's no evidence of like
They saying the family not even trying to work with the police or the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing. There's nothing there, or he's gonna just walk off scot-free with it because if anybody else, anything that would have happened, they would have never been playing.
I do think it's kind of crazy how Kyrie gets suspended for just sharing a documentary with no caption, and Ja Morant gets suspended for showing a gun when he's of legal age in America to own guns per the Second Amendment. They both get suspended, and Josh Giddey, who is an alleged pedophile, is still being able to continue to play. That's
Why do you
kinda
think
funny.
that is, though? 'Cause I think that's the deeper question.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
word.
Because if we're gonna be realistic, yeah, Josh owed guns. Okay, cool. You're mad because he was supposed to be the face of the NBA and he got some hood tendencies. But at the end of the day, Ja was what, like 21, 22?
Right.
Ja?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Memphis, they got some good gun laws, right? Like,
But I think Memphis is
Like,
isn't Memphis an open carry?
Memphis is open carry.
Yeah, so Memphis open carry, Ja's 22 years old. If he want to fucking flex a gun on Instagram, stupid, but he could flex a fucking gun on Instagram. He's not doing anything illegal.
Right.
But you suspend him for X amount of games for doing so. Kyrie Irving shares a documentary, and because the NBA is owned by the you-knows, dumb niggas fucking banned him for X amount of games and had him go to, indoctrination camp. When in reality, what did he do besides share a documentary with no personal opinion? But then this man who's allegedly fucking with a 15-year-old could just play and earn his money, no problems.
So Mo said, let me ask you, did it occur to it being that he has white privilege and his white privilege card being used? Let's be truthful.
I mean, yeah, that's obviously implied. I'm not trying to, explicitly use that as the reason. However, because that's implied, that is the only thing I can look at as to why his punishment is more lenient compared to like everybody else because he has no punishment. Like, you feel me?
He has no punishment at all. He's still playing.
Yeah.
He played yesterday, I think. Like,
Niggas said they're investigating.
yeah,
You ain't investigate when Kyrie shared a documentary. Niggas was like, nah, this nigga's cooked.
Yeah. So do you think they value those people over like kids? Is that what you're insinuating?
ooh.
I mean, we'll do the. You're leading me down. You're leading me somewhere that I don't think I want to go. Because I was about to say something crazy.
Go ahead.
All right,
Talk your shit.
no.
Talk your shit.
I mean, what do you think those people do to kids?
See, that's why I was gonna say chill. I don't.
Now we potted tonight, bro.
What do I think they do? I can't say, and I feel like it's not fair for me to say unless I have concrete proof. So I'll vacate that
Oh,
conversation.
All right, so let's just say this then, right?
And I'm not even.
Wait,
It don't
hold
even
up.
have to be those people. It can
This-
just be elitists in general.
Okay,
And 9 times out of 10, when we have issues with children and big profile cases, it's typically involving an elitist.
Right.
So we see what elitists be getting into with children. So why would an elitist care if someone who's earning the money is in some shit with children?
That's fair.
okay, so you don't want to answer that unless you have proof, right?
Well, that direct question.
That direct question, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. So this direct question, is he doing it? Is what if there's no proof?
what are you
It's
talking
just it's just a picture, or somebody could just say that, or like he didn't say that he's in a relationship, or they denying it.
about? Right. You
No
saying what
proof.
if there was no proof that they never did anything?
Mhm.
Then we shouldn't even be talking about it. So there is no proof. Because if there's no proof, then
They're investigating, but the family doesn't want to cooperate with the girl's family doesn't want to cooperate with the investigation.
Okay, so as of right-
until they
as-
decide to, there is nothing.
So
that can be
I
found
think
out.
that's probably one of the biggest reasons why he's still playing, because there is nothing technically on him.
right. So if that's the case, then he should be playing. If there's no proof, all right. If
There's
we're,
the,
if
there's
we're
the
using,
videos and there's the pictures. There's no proof of her age yet because the family doesn't want to cooperate.
okay, so but they've been together. That
They're in photos and videos together, yes.
okay, but there hasn't.
And allegedly she's 15, but the family doesn't want to cooperate with
Nobody
her.
said.
Is there-
We do not know her age at all.
Is there any proof that there was intercourse?
No.
I mean, outside of her Snapchat saying I just fucked Josh Giddey, no.
So we don't even know if they had intercourse. We don't know. We don't know if they were a couple. If there was just a thing. We don't know if it was. We just don't know anything but the fact that you said the family's not cooperating. Pretty much.
And the pictures and videos.
And the pictures and video. Okay. So with that said, there's two ways you can look at it. If you're looking at it from a moral standpoint, how I'm looking at it, then I feel like he should be playing because we don't know if he did anything wrong. But then now if you're looking at the precedent set by the NBA and how they treated players in the past, then he absolutely should not be playing because like you said with Kyrie and John Morant.
And even in the Emeka or whoever the fuck, the Celtics dude
Udoka, yeah.
who was
Ime Udoka.
yeah,
Ime
Ime
Udoka.
Udoka, who granted they were married or one of them was married, whatever the case may be, but two grown people having a relationship, he ended up getting fired for that.
Very
and
good point.
these are consenting adults of age.
Right. I agree. And I feel like that's why I said it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at it from a moral standpoint, then I feel like he should be playing because they have no evidence to prove otherwise. But if you're looking at it from what the NBA precedent has set based on past issues, then he absolutely should not be playing because people have gotten fired and suspended for less. Like, y'all made Kyrie Irving go on a whole apology tour for a retweet. And I think he paid restitution fees, did he not?
I think he did pay. I think he paid he paid somebody.
Right. And there was a whole, like, he came up with a list of demands.
He had to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He
What
had
you need to
go
do to
meet
get
with
back.
rabbis or some shit. Like,
Right, he had to go on a whole apology tour. So if he had to do that for a retweet,
I think they told him to go visit the Holocaust Museum.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
like I think like Kanye got canceled for when he said DEFCON 4. He tweeted it.
Defense.
Right, which means defense. And I think he even went into more detail saying that it just means defense and preparation for the worst to come. So caring for the people around you. I understand it could be perceived a different way, so I'm not trying to say if you thought otherwise that you're wrong. But what I'm saying is we've seen celebrities, people get canceled for way less. In this situation, it's a situation where we don't have the facts. It's a situation where we don't know. And it's a situation to where now, if you start taking away his opportunities to make money and you're wrong, are you going to pay him back? No. So shut up. That's how I see it.
You got any opinion?
I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas is talking about.
Yo, all right, so let's have this conversation based around this because we were talking about this in the chat. Why are people acting like this is a big deal when people do this in our regular lives and the average person says nothing? So what do I mean by that? When I was in middle school,
It was.
I knew people that were in high school and older coming to pick up middle school girls in cars.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers didn't say anything. Staff didn't say anything. Kids didn't know better, so they didn't say anything. But that was the real. And then as we got older and got into high school, we knew niggas in high school who were preying on younger girls and said nothing. Am I bugging when I'm saying that?
Nah.
So then,
I knew bitches in my high school getting picked up by like adults.
Yeah.
right. So this is what I'm saying. So if we know that this happens in everyday life,
Personally, as a kid,
I remember when I was 11.
I think like
I
that's
remember,
kind of weird.
I remember when I was 11, there was a girl in my class that had a boyfriend that was like 18 or 19 years old. He was picking her up from school and shit. I remember that. She was wild.
and that's what I'm saying. So if that was the norm, right, for pretty much all of us, we've seen it. Why are we making it a big deal just because somebody who gets paid $1 million to play basketball is doing the same thing that people are in our communities do every day, and the average person says nothing about it?
I think.
But
I
what
just
the-
don't think
is-
it's because
is
it's
that the-
publicized.
Is that the norm in every community, or is that the norm in our community?
Oh, but that's
'Cause when,
also
when,
the-
when you look at our communities, like the norm in our community is just to mind your fucking business.
Yeah, but also
So
no. But
when you look at things like that,
no.
that shit will kind of be something niggas let rock because niggas mind. Like for example, in New York City, we mind our business.
Right.
So is that the same everywhere, or is that just what we saw in New York City?
I think we also got to take into consideration, right? He lived in He's Australian. I think that is that is consensual over there in Australia,
okay.
right?
Nigga, that's consent here in a lot of states. I don't
but
think
in
niggas
that
do
state,
it.
I agree. I
2 minute
agree.
warning. 2 minute warning.
But what I'm saying is over there, like, I don't know if that, like you saying that, like we just mind our business. I don't know if they do that shit over there too.
Yeah, Australia's 16 or 17. I mean, like, it's like the age of consent thing situation, that's just like, it varies in many different places. Like, if I'm not mistaken, in the States, here, it's like, it could be 14, but it has to be parental consent. The parent has to okay it. Like, it's
That's kind of
Japan just changed their shit from
I think
14.
if I'm not mistaken, that's how it was. Because that's how R. Kelly got by with the Aaliyah situation. They said that the parents consented to it at that time, but now they're saying that the parents never consented to it. So I don't know.
Man, we're gonna be listening to R. Kelly music one day, again. Like he's gonna make a comeback. I'm calling it right now.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yo, some nigga had R. Kelly as his top artist from like Spotify Rap, and then tried to blur it out, but niggas still saw it. Nigga, he was like number 4. He was like number 4, but then niggas still looked past the red and saw Kelly, and niggas was like, nah, you ain't slick, nigga. That shit was mad funny, bro.
Nah, I know people still bump
Yeah, people
cows.
still listen
man.
to R. Kelly,
People
man.
still bump cows.
People still listen to R. Kelly.
I still listen to. Oh, seems like you're ready. And then,
Oh, see, nah.
People still listen to R. Kelly.
I could do happy people.
Man, I'm listening to it on like, yeah, it seemed like my girl ready, nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck that nigga was thinking about.
All right, we got 1 more minute, fellas. Anything y'all want to touch on when it comes to this topic?
I'm Gucci.
All right.
I just think the last thing I'll say is I'm a big legal nigga, so yes, he should be allowed to play.
Mm-hmm.
However, just the way they've treated other situations, I do see a bit of bias and unfairness with Josh Giddey compared to a lot of other situations where niggas have got suspended or fired for, like you said earlier.
Right.
less. Like it doesn't make sense to me based off of what they've done in the past.
I had a situation in class where this came up randomly. I was doing a lesson and the kid just like blurted it out for no reason. And then I was like, something about Josh Giddey or whatever. He's like, yo, did you hear about the Josh Giddey situation? I was like, no. So then they started talking about it. 2 kids. And I'm like, all right, since it's that important, let's stop class and have this discussion. So we was having a discussion, and one kid was like, yo, Josh Giddey should go to jail for whatever. And I'm like, what do you base that on? Because he was, all the stuff that he said. He had pictures with the girls, he's apparently underage, all this other stuff. A kid stood up and was like, no, that's not right, because whatever, he was about to make his point. I said, yo, hold on. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to set up the class like a courtroom. We're going to bring Josh Giddey to court. So we set up the class like a courtroom. I'm gonna finish the story and then we're gonna move on. I set up the class like a courtroom, and we had the prosecution and the defense. So I said, prosecution, present your case. Prosecution said he feels like he should be guilty because the pictures and the videos, pretty much. And then the defense got up, fixed his tie, and he said because of the age of consent in Oklahoma, and we know that of course we don't know, but the kid is speaking. He said, and we know that the girl is 16, she could have given her own consent. And then the jury was like, nah, you bugging, F out of here, blah, blah, blah. Like, they bashing him. And I was like, yo, let's bring out the laptops. Bring out the laptops, look up the age of consent in Oklahoma State, 16. They didn't know that. So the case in point was, do your research before you speak and give your opinion on things. Because if you don't know what you're talking about and you're just saying things out loud, not doing your research, you're going to sound crazy, especially in a debate.
Does it matter the fact that she may have been 16 and he's 20 and not 21?
No.
No.
As long as she's 16, he could be.
No. I'm asking in the court of public opinions.
In the court of public
Because
opinion.
he's not 21. He's not technically an adult.
Nah, it'll still matter in the court of public opinion. I think
Okay.
so. Especially because he's just an NBA player and a nigga with a little bit of like clout and status. Like you could really be dating models and you're dating children. Like,
Yeah, but
in the court
then,
of public opinion, I think it'll still matter.
Okay, I'm just saying because 20 years old, he still can't go out to clubs and do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he can. He just can't drink.
yeah.
You can go to the club. You just gotta get that X on your hand.
Yeah. Dude, does it matter to people thinking anything differently? And once he turned 21, now he's messing with a 16-year-old. Does it change their opinion?
I think it'll be worse, but I still think it would be looked at badly, regardless. Like, if he was a normal nigga, maybe not. And that just it goes back to our communities and niggas minding their business. Maybe not. But because he's like, come on, like, you're an NBA player, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing fucking with a high schooler when you could be fucking with a Victoria's Secret model or some shit?
Right.
But technically, he's still young in his mind, too. So he still was a child. 21 is still young. To me, it's just like, you see these 21-year-old kids doing dumb shit all the time.
I just know when I turned 18, I wasn't trying to fuck with high schoolers.
I agree.
Hello.
No, yeah, I agree. There was a point in time after, like, that then you're like, yo, I can't even look at these girls.
When I was out of high school, I was not trying to fuck with high schoolers.
Yep.
Man, I was trying to fuck with bitches like 25.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
All right.
All right, let's move on. Before we move on, we just want to remind you all that this is brought to you by 40 Central Network. If you would like to support 40 Central Network, you have a plethora of opportunities to do so. One thing you can do, you can cash app us at $40 Central. You can also get a super chat. So hit the super chat, donate $5, $10, $20 to help keep these live streams going. We are an independent network. We are not funded or partnering with anybody as of yet. So until then, everything that you see here is brought to you and paid for by 40 Central. The last thing that you can do is click the link that is in the chat. It is streamelements.com/40 Central. Streamelements.com/40 Central. Click that link, check out our merch, and that'll help support us and keep this channel going. So again, if you want to support us before we transition to our next topic, go to store.streamelements.com/40 Central. Click the link in the chat. You can also purchase a super chat on the YouTube Live, and you can hit us up on Zelle or Cash App at 40 Central.
And also on Instagram, we monetized on that too. So on any reel, you could also give us a gift. We got those two. What's the next one?
Do y'all want to talk about Puff?
That's gonna take more.
I mean, it's like the same shit.
Yeah, it is kind of. It
It's a little
literally is
different,
kind of
but
like
it's
the same shit.
I mean, not really, because he was Josh Giddey alleged pedophile, Puff a abuser. And
Yeah.
so it's a little different, but
Okay.
I just don't think that people understood how long it's been going on for.
I just find it crazy that the fact that she asked for 70 million and he went and coughed up 100 million and nobody's really questioning that.
No, they questioned it. 'Cause that's why. But
no,
no.
she only got 30.
Yeah, I think she only got 30.
They only give it 30?
30.
No, she
Yeah.
asked for
That's-
70.
they-
and
no,
he was
they-
I
like,
think they settled out
They
of
settled
court
on
for
30.
Yeah, because she went after all of the companies.
and they put a NDA, give her an NDA and shit. So
And but we spoke about that, and the next day it was settled. Like it came out, he settled that fast, and then now everybody else is coming out with more things. He had to step down from Revolt, right? He stepped down. He's probably gonna step down from most of his companies
they
because
got they got the same thing going on with Jamie Foxx now too, right?
I didn't see that.
Jamie Foxx, Eric Adams.
Yeah, they're all the same shit. They're all the same thing.
I seen the Eric Adams one.
That
though.
nigga's getting hit with sexual assault/harassment shit.
All right, so then
When
we
I
could
read the
change
Jamie
the-
Foxx
but we could
shit,
change the
I ain't
question,
gonna
then.
lie. When I read the Jamie Foxx shit, I was like, fuck out of here. Ain't no way. But then it was like a quote that he said. Like, he was like, come here, baby, or some shit. And I read it in Jamie Foxx's voice. I was like, nah, yeah, that nigga did that shit. Like, when I read the sentence, I literally heard it in his voice. And I was like, nah, that sound like that nigga, bro.
this is Jamie Foxx.
Nah,
damn, I
that's a
forgot what I was
joke,
about to
but
say.
like, I could just hear him saying that in his voice.
Oh man.
Did we talk about envy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
covered
talked
that.
about that
We did.
Yeah. Been a long 2 weeks. It's been a long 2 weeks. Let's see what we got. Yo, if you had an op, right? While you looking for something, right? If you had an op, right, and you knew the nigga was allergic to something, like he was allergic to peanuts, would you? If you find him, would you just like hit him with like a Snicker bar so he could like get his allergic reaction and die?
Why would you
JT,
walk around with a
hurry
random
up.
Snicker bar?
Well, what if you just had,
JT,
what if
hurry
you
up.
just had a, what if you just had a Snicker bar?
hurry up.
Like,
Like, what is
I don't
Justin
even,
asking us?
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
I said, what if you had ops and you know the nigga was allergic to peanuts and you just like seen him, you just hit that nigga with a Snicker bar so he could die?
Gina said, y'all think Diddy gay?
Yeah, I just think, yeah, I think Diddy gay. Yeah, get Diddy dumb gay.
Nah, that nigga's hella gay.
I think 50 called him a fruit cup?
Yo,
Fruitcake.
Fruitcake? He called him a fruitcake. That's
he
kind of
said,
crazy.
he said, yo, let me buy you, let me take you shopping.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Nigga had custody of Usher, Justin Bieber.
Usher's parents took him out of that because he said that shit was too crazy.
Nigga pulled up
Said
on
he was
Justin
fighting
Bieber
over
like, yo,
cereal.
why you don't call me, bro?
He
Why
said
you
he
haven't?
said he was fighting over cereal.
Yeah, they was wrestling. They woke up together and then they was wrestling over cereal.
And it was I saw that meme on
It was
Instagram.
like the Frosted Flakes.
Seen that meme on Instagram that like with the I Need a Girl song, and I was like, I can't unhear this shit now.
Oh,
like,
you used to play fight undercover.
yeah.
For the Frosted Flakes.
For the
him and
Frosted
Usher.
Flake, he said before pause was invented, first and foremost, pause was already out around that time.
Nah, that shit was dumb funny.
Nigga, Kevin Hart was like,
Kevin Hart
what
shit.
the fuck did Diddy just say?
Nah.
That shit had me crying, bro. Cause it was like, nah, fuck that. What the fuck is this nigga saying? Cause that'll be me, bro. He gonna try to go on with the story, and I'm like, nigga, fuck is you talking about wrestling, waking up and wrestling over cereal?
Nigga,
Like what? Nigga,
Usher looked like he was
this
like, yo,
nigga
Diddy,
pour
please.
bowl, you pour bowl, nigga. Fuck y'all wrestling for? What the wrestling is? Where that come in? It's mad gay. Wrestling with a little ass kid, bro.
Word.
Yeah, remember when he did the Fab?
And Usher like
Nigga, that nigga Josh Giddey, bro.
and Usher like 15, like almost like 10 to 15 years younger than Diddy.
Yeah. And they was fucking hanging out with Justin Bieber talking about what we doing and where we going. It can't be disclosed. That's classified. Nigga, what's classified? You hanging out with like a 15-year-old, nigga. Y'all shouldn't be doing nothing crazy. You can find that clip too. Diddy's a wild nigga, bro. Before all, like outside of all this shit, I knew that nigga was a wild nigga when nobody from his record label like is relevant. You had that. You had 112, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Them niggas was elite, nigga. 112?
They were.
Get the fuck out of here. All you got is French Montana.
Damn. Nah, don't do that to French.
I'm not doing that to French, but I'm saying when you look at the list of niggas that Diddy had at Bad Boys,
Yeah,
French
yeah,
Montana ain't at the top when you compare him to some of them other niggas. Like, and I fuck with French. Mac and cheese French though, not
Right.
not the.
No.
After
I feel
he got shot and shit, I don't.
Mac
he
and
fell
cheese
off,
French was
but
different.
That's like understandably.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. That like, there's nobody that succeeded through Bad Boy.
No.
Nobody, and he had a squad.
Yes.
He had a squad. If you like, and through the '90s, all
He
the way
had,
to
bro. He had good artists, bro. If you look at Bad Boy,
After Big died, it was really just Mace. Who do you really have other than that? You said 112.
niggas ain't only talking hip hop like or rap. Like he had other niggas.
Oh, okay.
Shit, Cassie was fire, but he fucking
He was fucking her though.
yeah, and he fucking held up her career because of that.
Was he fucking with Amy Reed too?
Cassie was fire, bro.
Nah,
Yeah.
she was.
I don't know if he was fucking with Emery. I don't know.
My girl said Danny D. Kane.
Yeah, they was
Like,
fine. They got like 2 albums, 3 albums. They got the band. He had the band.
Oh, matter of fact, we could talk about the Benavidez fight. Let's do that.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, we here. So
826. Yeah.
if you didn't watch, well, are y'all cool with that?
Yeah, I'm good with
I
that.
don't know shit about boxing, so
Oh,
y'all
All right, well,
Kev, no, right?
just jump in.
What's
So
it?
we actually have an insider. Mr. Rodriguez was in the Benavidez camp, and we saw both Benavidez brothers fight last week Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. Jose Benavidez and
Jamal Charlo.
is it David Benavidez is the older one,
And
correct?
David Benavidez is the younger brother.
So that's the junior.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez is the junior.
Okay.
He's the oldest though.
Jose was the one who fought
Charlo.
Boop.
Charlo.
Jose fought Charlo.
Which one is the Mexican monster?
David.
David. And he's the younger one?
Yeah.
Okay. So David Benavidez had a stunning bout against Boo Boo, and where a lot of people thought would probably either go the distance or be much closer than what was displayed on Saturday. Then David Benavidez has made himself the clear-cut #1 contender for the Alvarez fight. Before the fight, shout out to 15 Rounds of Boxing. They had a great analysis. If you want to tap in and get into real good boxing content, tap in with those guys Wednesday nights. They're doing the damn thing. Had a really dope interview yesterday. Make sure you go check that out.
Yeah, I was watching that shit, and I don't even watch boxing, but it was cool.
Yeah,
I was
no,
looking
but
up the dude they had on. That shit was dope. Like he's a commentator for Showtime. And shit. And I was like, yeah, I was watching that shit.
And he was a boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a boxer.
He was like what, like 20 something and like 2 or something.
Something like that.
He had a
Something like
decent ass record. Like,
Nah, he was great.
bantamweight.
He was great.
I was reading his shit.
that. And so David Benavidez has solidified himself as the #1 contender for Canelo fight. And I guess matter of fact, let's start with the other one, the older one, and him fighting Jamel Charlo. So Jamel Charlo comes back after a few years being gone, dealing with a lot of personal issues. The Lion comes back to remind everybody what lions do. You feel me?
Who the lion? I need
Charlo.
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 That's his whole name.
This is what lions do.
Jamel.
Jamel.
Jamel Charlo.
He Mexican or black? What
The
the
Jamal
fuck is going
fought.
on?
Jamal Charlo fought.
Jamel Charlo. That's all you need to know.
What is he?
Charlo. I think he's Dominican.
You sound Mexican and black.
Yeah, so that guy.
He had a Dominican hat.
Nigga said he
Put on a
American.
dominating performance. I didn't expect that one either, but I don't really know too much about those fighters. But from what I understood, I thought that was going to be a little bit closer
I would
too.
say directly that he didn't show any ring rust at all.
No,
He
no,
didn't-
at
he
all.
didn't-
Not at
He
all.
didn't show any ring rust at all.
And go ahead.
And he hasn't boxed in about 2 years. He hasn't been in the ring about 2 years, but he didn't show any ring rust at all. It looked like he's been training consistently. You know, the way he was fighting. I wouldn't say he dominated the way you're saying he's dominated.
He beat the shit out of him.
I wouldn't say
He beat the shit out of him. We not
wouldn't
doing
say-
that. I understand that's your man's and you in the camp.
I'm not saying
and you don't want to get.
I'm not saying
You don't
that.
want.
No,
You don't want to get in the
no,
ring
no.
when he's doing this shit to the bag and actually hit you in your. I get it. It's cool.
Nah, listen.
I get
listen.
it.
I'm not.
He
I'm
got
not,
the
I'm not
brakes
gonna say,
beat off of him.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you can say what you want, man.
You watched two
it is
different
what
fights.
It is. It
You
is what
watched
it
two
is.
different fights.
I mean, he did lose the fight. He lost
He
the
got
fight.
the shit
I'm saying.
beaten out of him. It's okay though. This is what the people thought was gonna happen. They didn't think it was gonna be that bad, but he got the brakes beaten off of him. It's okay.
First and foremost,
Nigga
man.
called you Kev Benavidez.
Listen. All I'm gonna say is this, man. Charlo Charlo thought he was gonna lose the fight in general.
What the fuck?
And you know why? Because the way that it looked like he was trying to back out of his contract. Like the dude put his belt on the line in the contract. Then he backs away. He says, "I'm not fighting for my belt."
Okay.
And then he shows up 5 pounds heavier than the actual weight was that was on the contract. Like he was just doing things. Like he showed up at 166 when he was supposed to be at 162. Like why would you try and get like
and won? Tell the whole story and won.
He
and
won. He won.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not taking away from Charlo.
Okay. It sounds like
I'm not taking away from Charlo. I just lost respect for him for that shit.
All right. He came in overweight. You know, he got things going on in his personal life. Cool. He's fighting that. But this is the one thing I did appreciate about that fight. And just about sports in general. Like when you know a player, an athlete is going through something, and then you can literally see in the ring how that is their sanctuary and their place of peace. Even though they're playing arguably the most dangerous sport in the world, you can see that Jamal, I'm sorry, is it Jamal or Jamel? Correct me. Which one is it? I think it's Jamal. When he was in that ring, when Charlo was in that ring, you could see that everything else was like gone. And in that moment, he only had the focus on his opponent and putting on a stellar performance. And that's what I appreciated about that, because knowing some of the things or hearing about some, because I don't know for sure, but hearing some of the things that he's been going through with like, I think his girl and his brother, and his brother wasn't getting along, depression and all this other stuff. And then to see him be in the ring and like be able to just have that time to just be like, I don't got to focus on nothing but what I love to do. I just love to see that in sports. Like when you know an athlete is going through something and then they put on a performance like that, whether you think he won by a blowout or whether you think he won in a close fight, at the end of the day, he got to do something he loved to help him take away from all the other shit that he got going on in his life. And that's what I enjoyed about watching that.
So he was 3 pounds overweight, Kev. He came in as
He was supposed to go 162. He came in 166.7.
166.5.
1.7.
And the contract weight was 163.
It was 162.3.
I mean, still got beat up.
No matter what, that was
No matter what, still got beat up. So, and it's okay, because this isn't the end of his career, because he fought back. It's not like he just like punked out or nothing like that. Like he took it. He fought. He was swinging back, punching back. It wasn't like he was just sitting there and like froze up or some shit like that. Nah, like he fought. So I always give respect to both fighters. At the end of the day, you risking your life for the sport and the entertainment of the people. So I'm not saying that to belittle the effort of Benavidez, but you got to call it what it is. If I see a fight on the street and somebody got the shit beaten out of him, I'm going to say, yo, he beat the brakes off you. It's cool, but you fought. And I respect that too, and that's cool. But that's all I got to say about that fight. Shout out to Charlo. We back. We back, baby.
All right, so
we back.
Let's talk about the Benavidez Andre.
But what are you trying to say? Like,
let's talk about the Benavidez Andre.
But the way you said it, like it was more. It's like there's more going on in your mind. What are you really trying to say?
Let's talk about the Benavidez
But
Andre.
why you want to skip past what happened so fast?
We finished talking about Charlo already.
You done?
Yeah,
you don't got nothing else to say?
Yeah, I got nothing to say.
You can't defend him?
He lost.
We know that.
He lost.
Why did he lose? In your opinion? You wasn't in camp.
Unanimous decision. Went to the cards. Went to the cards.
So you blaming the judges?
Went to the cards, man.
Are you blaming the judges?
How was Benavidez Andre, though?
I'm just asking.
Let's talk about Benavidez Andre.
All right, let's talk about it. What do you want to talk about?
Ask what? What? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't bet against Brown, bro. You gonna make it like that? Yeah.
You what? What?
First of all, your man's claiming Mexico, right? And he's from Compton. Ain't he from Compton? Ain't your man from Compton?
He's a Mexican American.
From Compton.
He's Mexican Ecuadorian.
From Compton.
Mexican Ecuadorian from California.
Oh, okay. Shout out to him though. Nah, it's all jokes. It's all jokes. But no, Kev is absolutely right. Benavidez did beat the brakes off of Boo Boo. It was bad.
Made him look like an amateur.
And yes, but I started off by saying he made himself the undisputed #1 contender. I don't think anybody else wants to see Canelo get in the ring with anybody but the Mexican monster Benavidez, who earned that. And what I love about Benavidez is that he's stepping into his greatness. Like, he wants to smoke. He wants to be undisputed. He want anybody who they feel is in his way,
He wants them.
put him in the ring, and I'm gonna show you why they not fucking with me.
Yo,
That's the attitude I feel like has been
Do they
missing
make
from
that fight,
boxing.
though?
you ever seen that fight? You ever seen that fight with him versus Caleb Plant?
Benavidez?
Yeah,
No.
bro. Like, I was talking about this to somebody at my job about the 'cause he's like, yo, Canelo knocked out Caleb Plant. I was like, yeah, but Caleb Plant didn't really try to clinch him as much. You know what I'm saying? It's like he was actually trying to fight Canelo. By the second round, he already clinched. Caleb Plant already clinched Benavidez 4 times by the second round. To the 12th round, it was 67 clinches, bro. 67 clinches in one fight. That's unheard of in any boxer.
Devin Haney does that shit every round.
Bro, 67. I'm like, yo, goddamn. Like,
Right.
bro, because he's feeling these punches and he's like, I'm not trying to get knocked out again. I'm not trying to get knocked out again. So he was just,
And I
he
think
was avoiding a knockout.
that's kind of what happened to Boo Boo in a sense. Like in the first round, the first couple rounds, what I did see from Boo Boo is that I think in his mind,
Now,
he
tricked
thought
Boo
it
Boo.
was gonna go to distance.
He tricked Boo Boo on it because he kept hitting. So as Andre was he kept blocking his face, right?
Right.
Kept blocking his face, and Benavidez kept hitting with the body shots, right? So he just kept body shots, but he kept like going low with the body shot, going low with the body shot. So the third punch, he would act like he was gonna hit with the low blow with the body shot, caught him in the face, and that after that, Andre was never the same after the fight.
I feel it was not only that, but I also felt it was Boo Boo losing a lot of stamina. Like, it looked like he was tired by the 4th round. So I felt, and again, like I was saying before, I think Boo Boo in his mind and his camp thought that this was gonna go to distance. Because I saw, from what I saw, Boo Boo was going to the body a lot early in the fight. And I think that was to slow him down to take him to the distance. I think Benavidez was like, I'm putting him out early.
Yeah,
The goal is I'm packing you up. I think his goal was to pack him up within the first 5
his
rounds.
whole thing was like that. He wanted to make him feel like he was gonna retire from boxing after this fight.
Right,
That's what he anticipated. Listen. I never bet, man, and I betted on this fight, but I betted that he was gonna knock him down the 4th and take him out on the 5th. Lost because he knocked him down on the 4th, but he took him out. Like, they called the fight by TKO by the 6th round or 7th round.
I think it was 6.
Yeah.
The 6th round, 7th round. So lost money on that one, man. But
But it's no knock to Boo Boo though, because he's been like,
Nobody wanted to fight him either.
nobody wanted to fight him. He was one of the most feared men in boxing. And again, this is what I love about Benavidez. He said, anybody that y'all doubt, that y'all think I need to see in order to prove that I'm the best, put him in the ring with me. Canelo, put him in the ring with me.
I think
Boo Boo, put him in the
if
ring
he
with me.
doesn't get to fight Canelo, I think a good fight would be with him against would be Bivol.
Bevo?
Yo, what is these names? Boo Boo Bibble?
It's not.
Dimitri Bivol, like that.
The fuck?
I think that would be a good fight.
It sound like Lord of the Rings
I
character.
think Bivol is in a different weight class. I think he's light heavy, but super middle is not too far from light heavy. So
Right. But I think with that,
How
that
many-
would be interesting. I'm sorry, go ahead, dude.
How many like weight classes or divisions does boxing
There's
have?
a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a lot.
It's
There's
I don't.
multiples.
I'm
Like
learning.
12, 24.
Like in the welters, like they have like 4 or 5 different divisions in welter, and then you have like fucking. There's a lot. There's a lot of divisions.
It's a lot.
Oh, that's why so many belts.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, the shit.
But the belt he's trying to grab all the welter belts first before he goes up in class.
Mm-hmm.
So he said his next weight class would be light heavy.
Who's that?
The Benavidez.
Benavidez?
His next weight class would be light heavy, but he wants to get all the welterweights welter belts first before he goes up there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and that's why he wants to fight Canelo, because Canelo has the belt that he wants.
Right. And I think Canelo should take that fight. But I also think I like the Bivol matchup, especially if Benavidez loses, because now that makes it interesting. Because Bivol beat Canelo,
Yeah.
and then now if he beats Benavidez, what does that say about Bivol's career? And then what does that mean for if? Like I think the storyline just takes a completely different turn. If
And you fights
Bivol,
Bivol and he beats Bivol like that, like Canelo has to take that fight.
you got it
Yeah,
right.
he's
Like you
gotta
gotta
that
take the fight. Like
he's gotta take that
well, I mean,
fight.
you gotta take it
I'm
now.
saying,
I think he got to take it now, no matter what.
But he's trying to fight this other Mexican kid, Munguia.
Yeah,
Like, he's trying to fight him. I'm like, yo, like why that's for Cinco de Mayo. He's
but I
trying to fight him.
thought Canelo don't fight Mexicans. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, he said he doesn't like fighting the Mexicans. He doesn't like fighting anybody that's in the Mexican race. But you know, like that's all that's left in the division that that's up to his challenge. So like he has nobody else to fight.
Time out. Because I something just dawned on me. You said something earlier. You said bet on Brown. You said that?
Don't bet against Brown.
Don't bet against Brown. You Mexican?
Nah, Puerto Ricans are brown too, bro.
Are you Mexican?
Huh?
You riding with this Mexican right now. You Mexican?
I'm Puerto Rican.
All right. I thought you said something about a wall a few pods ago. Just
Said that shit
Nigga,
today,
this
too.
pod.
He said that shit earlier today.
I mean, you just ride with them.
He's talking about him and
I'm
his cousin and Thanksgiving.
pointing, I'm just pinpointing things, like things that start wiring crazy in my head. So, I mean,
We're like 15 minutes in this conversation.
right. It just dawned on me. You said bet on Brown. I'm like, bet on Brown. I respect it,
Yeah.
but I mean, you said about the Mexicans, man.
Does that fight happen?
I think eventually it has to happen.
And
But
it's gonna end up happening regardless. It's gonna end up happening. It's like at one point, everybody says that people say that Canelo is ducking and dodging Benavidez and everything, but then it's like I started watching Canelo interviews, right? And when Benavidez' name is brought up, he gets very hostile. He gets very hostile when he brings Benavidez' name gets brought up. He's like, he's accomplished nothing. Why should I fight him? He's accomplished nothing. I'm like, his record is speaking. Like, he did accomplish a lot. And then
right.
Caleb Plant didn't accomplish anything.
Caleb Plant was a champion.
And Benavidez is a champion as well. I'm saying, but like Caleb Plant didn't accomplish anything to fight Canelo, but Benavidez has accomplished, and he's in that division that Canelo likes to fight in. Canelo loves to fight in the super middleweight division. So he has no other opponents.
I think
that actually fits the agenda of his matches.
I think this is probably the most highly anticipated Canelo opponent since Triple G, probably.
Yeah.
Where it's like
100%.
everybody's gonna, even if you're a casual fan, you might be tuning in to watch
Mind
this
you,
Canelo Benavidez.
Have you watched the first fight with Triple G versus Triple G? I believe Triple G beat Canelo in the first fight. I believe that, but they gave it as a draw.
Yeah.
But Canelo beat the shit out of him in the second fight. So,
No, that's fair.
but Bivol in the Bivol situation, he said that he went vegan for that fight. So he said that was his excuse, that he went vegan for the fight, and that's why he lost. But he wants another rematch. But Bivol is smart about it. He's like, I'm not gonna fight him again. You know what I'm saying? So he's not gonna do that.
Yeah, man. Well,
But
shout out.
There's no excuse for that though. You lost. You took the match.
Right. Canelo, stop ducking smoke. Get in the ring with Benavidez. You the face of boxing right now, in my opinion. Show them why. As much as Benavidez wants to get in the ring with Canelo, understand that a lot of people want to get in the ring with Canelo, and they feel that Canelo smoke, and their mind shifts really quickly. And we saw that with Charlo. He thought he wanted that Canelo smoke. He thought that, and then you get in that ring and you test that power. Shit make you, it make you tailor your game a little bit differently. You start going to plan B. But I don't think Benavidez is like that. I think he'll stay with his plan no matter what. He'll attack no matter what. He'll go out on his shield if he has to, because that's how bad he wants it. And I feel that from the way he carries himself. But all right, last topic. Let's get into it. So, as we're getting the last topic down, again, this is brought to you by 40 Central Network, also in partnership with 15 Rounds of Boxing at Four Corners Boxing. You can follow them on all platforms. On Instagram, you can follow at 4 Corners Boxing, 4_corners_boxing. You could also get more boxing content in more depth analysis and in real time on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. on YouTube. Just type in 15 rounds of boxing, or you could type in 4 corners boxing. Shout out to the gang, Fight Night X, Uno Uno, the Maniac, Maurice, my guy, the whole gang over there at 4 corners, man. They're definitely cooking up something special. Get on board with them ASAP.
Yeah, and go watch the previous episodes too.
All right, what we got for the last one?
I thought we were done. You said you wanted to
3
do...
topics. That was only 2.
Oh, I felt like we did 3. You got something else? You got something you want to talk about?
None. I'm just getting cold.
You remember
Right.
we had a conversation here, right, about chess?
Mhm.
And we also had a conversation about beer pong, right?
Mhm.
So I took somebody up on their offer
To do what?
to play beer pong,
All right.
right? Do you want to tell them what happened?
Actually, I will. For one, this might sound like an excuse. It's not. But for one, I didn't even plan on going out. I was doing homework. My boy Alan, that attended the podcast with us, my best friend that I said reminds me of this nigga.
Right.
He was here for a funeral for one day, so we linked up at night. I didn't even plan to do that. But since he was staying at a hotel in Parkchester, I was like, all right, let's go to a bar. Like, we was going to go to Bridges. That is fucked, by the way. Granted, it was a Tuesday, but, you know, that is fucked. And so I hit up Justin. I was like, yo, pull up just to meet him. And he was like, I go to Park. We went to Park. We played. First off, this nigga's bringing up this topic like he was the fucking MVP. Shorty carried this nigga, bro. Whatever Shorty, he no disrespect to her. I don't know her too. That was my first meeting with her. But Shorty carried him. And so he can't even talk like he did the
First
did the
game.
Nigga, no.
I did everything else.
First and second game, third and fourth, but like, nigga, my social battery already drained. I'm not locked in.
But
That's my excuse.
I got you.
First,
he was locked in.
Nigga, first
He
game.
was locked in.
No,
he
no,
was
no,
so
wait,
locked
wait,
in. I don't know.
wait.
He
First
was
and
so
third
locked
game.
in.
No,
Bro, they
first
had
and third
us
game.
10-2.
First and third game. First and third game, I was definitely locked in, but I'm not locked in. I was just hitting my shots. You feel me?
Right. Yeah, I was hitting.
But you can't even act like I'm trash. That's the thing.
Nah, you did your thing.
He beat me 4 games. I lost 2 with Allen. I lost 2 with my girl. But he can't act like I'm trash because, nigga, I was hitting them shits.
Okay. Respect.
That's just what I got to say about that.
Respect.
And I also got to say that she was definitely carrying you, like, first 2 games.
First game. I'll give you the first game.
This nigga wasn't hitting shit first game. He was looking like Jordan Poole on a Wizards.
After I got warmed up, it was over for that.
But
and then,
he got it. But we go 1-on, that's a different story.
All right, we could do it next time.
Next time. We go 1-on, that's a different story.
We do it next time. Shit. Listen, whatever you say. I said you may have got me on the chest, but you ain't got me on that.
But you can't act like I'm trash.
Nah, you
I
did
was
your thing. You
definitely
did your
hitting
thing.
them shit.
They had us at least like 8 cups and to 2, and they couldn't hit 2.
Nigga, I started off hitting 2 back-to-backs. Haven't played beer pong in like years.
And then we had to come back and beat them, and then it was just smoked them every other game.
Nah, he got it though. He got it. I can't. Even
Yeah, I don't play beer pong.
Nah, I played the fuck out of that shit.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
we had fun though. We had fun that day. It was a fun like hour. We was only there for like an hour. And
Yeah, it's like, it
Then we
was
left.
pretty short.
Yeah. But I don't really got nothing else, man. We got a long weekend. Very long weekend we gotta do. Look forward to everything that we got coming out soon. I really got nothing else. You got anything else you want to say? Your battery's done?
I feel like niggas need another topic.
You want one more? He wants it. He said one to an hour and a half.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's up to you. I'm good. You say you want to do an hour and a half?
Do you have another topic?
No.
All
Let the
then
people in the
let's go.
chat speak on something.
Nah, cause we gotta chat. That's why. So we're gonna go sit down.
Before we go, can you shout out where to get those shiesties from?
Your crochet plug on Instagram. YOURCROCHETPLUGG. Hit her up on Instagram. She got you.
There you go.
God.
Get your own custom made
Oh man.
crochet
Spelled it
shiesties.
out this time.
Don't nobody in the streets got what she got, man. This is different. Definitely go cop up on some of those.
You
I got an
get
idea that I
yourself
want to do.
a poo shiesty slash the beanie hat or the poo shiesty slash headband.
Oh yeah,
got.
you know I flipped this motherfucker up. You know, you feel
You
me?
got the
There you
headband.
go.
I flipped this motherfucker up.
You got the
There
Richard
you go.
Simmons.
And I
There
got
you go.
You got the Richard Simmons.
I got a good sporty headband, you feel me? You know, workout and shit, you feel me? You know.
Yes.
But you
There
know,
you
if you
go.
want it clothes, you could get a hat too.
Respect. I'm definitely I'm trying to get those for my team. I'm gonna get those for my team actually. Also, again, another shameless plug. Shout out to Underdog Boxing Gym, Alfacio Falcone. Go follow him on all platforms. Him and his dad have a gym up on East Tremont. They have really good deals to get in the gym and go learn the sport of boxing. I will be joining. I know Fight Night X already joined. We did an exclusive interview in the boxing gym with Alfacio, so go check that out with 15 rounds of boxing. That's another good group of people up there on East Tremont, right across the street from Juices for Life.
Yeah,
Hopefully he'll be coming up here too.
I started following him, and I noticed like he's nice. He had a he was doing he was sparring, and he had this little stance switch that he did while he was sparring. I'm like, yo, that shit was cold. Like he went from orthodox to southpaw as he was as he was ducking all as he's ducking and dodging the swings and everything. He did the way he did it was so smooth. I'm like, yo, nah, this dude he's a sneaky fighter.
Nah, he's nice.
He's a sneaky
nice.
fighter.
I seen him,
He's
I seen
nice.
him
He got
fight.
Sneaky fighter.
He got power too.
I seen him fight in the Garden. He's the real deal.
He's a sneaky
He's a real
fighter,
deal.
man. That's I've watched boxing for years. I've never seen anything like that. The way he did it, that was wild.
We're actually gonna try to get him up here to come have a conversation with us too soon. So hopefully we get that done too. We good though. We ready?
Yeah, we can close shop. Let's go.
Yeah, we out of here, man. We gotta go take care of some business, talk some stuff, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye.